Hey, how's it going everyone? What is up? And welcome back. I took about 2 weeks off from doing this, but I'm back, and I think I'm ready to dive back in to all the reviewing action. So now I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick heads up, 2 quick heads up. My chair is being a bitch, so if you hear like weird noises, it's not me, it's the chair. I don't know what's wrong. Second thing is, I started a blog. Yeah, a blog. I'm a nerd. Anyways, it is, I'll have the link in the description, but basically, I have theories about stuff, and I like to talk about stuff and stuff, but I like to write it down, so I figured why not turn it into a blog, and then make a video, and read directly from that, because that's exactly what I want to say. I'll probably refine that idea later on, but yeah, the blog is in the description. I already have 2 reads up, a theory on Reverse Flash, well, 2 theories on Reverse Flash, and 1 theory on Wells, who they are. So yeah, alright, now we'll get into the review a minute and 20 seconds later. So my number 5 moment is the Clock King returns. Now if you guys remember seeing the Clock King on Arrow last season, he wasn't as crazy as he was in this episode. Like, I mean, last season he was a little bit more put together, but then I guess he has a good reason to fall apart. It is said that his sister did die in between the time, since Oliver caught him and stuff and things, or Felicity caught him, or whatever, Sarah, I forget. But anyway, so he is a little bit more kooky. He's got clock parts for glasses now, and I mean, the actor who plays him does it really well. He's calling out all these times and shit. It was just really nice to see him return. Although I would like to see one villain appear again to where we can see him instead of him moving 400 miles a goddamn hour inside of a house. My number 4 moment, and I forgot to say, spoilers for all of this. It wasn't really a spoiler for the Clock King because you knew he was going to be back, but now here's where the spoilers come. Iris takes charge. After Eddie gets shot, she says goodbye to him, and he tells her about a gun that he has in his, like, sock, which is weird. Yeah, so she gets the gun, and she stops the Clock King by shooting him in the leg, and she is A-okay, and she takes charge, and that was awesome. My number 3 moment, we now know that Wells is trying to save the future by making Barry go faster sooner. So instead of having the creepy Wells scene, well, he does have a creepy scene at the end. I'll talk about that in a little while. But instead of giving him like a creepy scene at the end, which again they did, but they gave him one at the beginning this time, except he walks into his creepy room, or rolls into his creepy room, then gets up and then walks to the thingy. And he has this intelligent AI, basically, I guess, and he has a log, and he's basically talking about how the future, how he's trying to save it by helping Barry accomplish what he needs to sooner rather than later to save the future. Confusing. I hate time travel. Actually, I love it, but explaining it, confusing. But yeah, it basically, the AI is like a future newspaper keeper. So my number 2 moment, another Iris. I didn't get that scene at the end. After the Flash talks to her and she walks back into the room with Barry and Joe, she looks at Barry. Barry looks down, smiles, and she gave him this look like, I'm getting on to you. Well, that was nasty. Catching on to you, you know. It's like she looked at him like she knew that it was him, which, I know that the sun or a light was blocking her eyes, but how hard can it be to see the facial structure of a guy that you have lived with all your life standing 10 feet in front of you? Huh? I mean, it can't be that hard. So, you know, maybe she's finally catching on. I mean, she is oblivious to him liking her or loving her since they were kids. So, I mean, I guess she can be oblivious to that, but like I said, I think she's catching on. And my number 1 moment, which it goes into what I didn't like about the episode, but this is the good part of the episode. He gets his powers back, Barry does. So basically earlier in the episode, he loses his power to blackout, as Cisco caught him at the end, and he basically loses his powers, or he thought he lost his powers. Now throughout the entire episode, after he loses them, they're trying to help him get them back, And after they do that so many times, and Wells is actually put in danger, he gets rid of the yips, and he speeds over, gets Wells, goes and gets the costume, and stands in front of the guy to talk to him in like half a second, and it's just amazing. I love the effects of this show so much, and the way that they can do that with Barry, his hands moving like 400 miles an hour, and then he runs and saves someone, runs and gets his costume on, and then runs back in like a half a second, and then they defeat the bad guy. And it's just so sweet. I love this show. But now let's talk about what I didn't like, and actually score the episode, and then stuff. So, the inevitable, what we have to talk about, what I didn't like about the episode. Now, I never watched Smallville, but I always, like, especially since, you know, they released the synopsis for this episode, or the plot for it, everybody's been referencing how Clark, or Superman, or Superboy, however you want to see him in that show, lost his powers every other episode. And I don't like that story arc. I mean, yeah, you have to do it to show that the hero is more than committed to do anything that he can to get his powers back. Yeah, I get it. But still, the 7th episode you guys had to do that? Now, this was a good episode. Not the best episode, but it was a good episode. It kept me entertained. It was a thriller. Especially the part where the blackout broke into Star Labs. It was a good episode. But I just didn't like the plot, you know? I just didn't. I don't like that kind of episode. Oh, you lose your powers. Oh my god, what you gonna do to get them back? You know, I'm gonna do anything. It bothers me. But that was the only thing I saw bad with the episode. I'm gonna give this episode a solid 8. Yeah, I'm gonna be fair, because I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it an 8. But I want to talk about that Wells after scene. I cannot, and I talk about this on my blog post, I cannot get a read on that guy. He took the sample from Blackout to see how he took the Flash's powers. I cannot get a read on that guy, and I'm going to keep posting as theories come to me on my blog. Again, link in the description. Please go over there and read. I'm a horrible writer, but I'm trying. You know, it takes me a long time to type these, and it's only like 2 paragraphs. So, yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, comment, share it with your friends. Leave me your theories on Wells and Reverse Flash and stuff like that. And, yeah, so I want to, as soon as I get my outro, I think of something else to say. My new schedule, I will have a video up on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Saturday and Thursday will be wild cards. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next time. Yes.